So alter table name over here. It is the drop over here. So drop column, what column we want to drop. So you're mentioning like it's a column address 9 over here. So where you're not mentioning any data type or size. Directly you are mentioning the column name over here. So control enter. So you can able to see the table has been altered. If you are going to check the particular table over here, so you can able to see the table under the particular column, like it is the address 9 over here. It has been dropped. Okay, so where I want to drop one particular column, the top, you can able to see like table name has been altered here. So to use multiple columns over here, so alter table name, drop. So where you are going to drop multiple columns here. So whatever columns we created, we are dropping that. So already I dropped the table column 9 over here. So I'm dropping column 5 here. Again, I'm dropping address 6. Now again, I'm dropping number column over here. Again, I'm dropping the address over here. Again, I'm dropping another address. So whatever columns we created today, I'm dropping that entire column. So control enter. This shows as invalid identity. According to the syntax only we have mentioned. Just a second. Having address 5, 6, and 8. Why it is not dropping?
Can we drop
Yeah,
multiple columns?
yeah, that only. So when you drop multiple columns,
Like
you
we are
not
not rename multiple columns at a time. Right?
we can use
Okay.
if you are dropping one particular column only, you are going to mention drop column. If you are going to use multiple columns, you're not going to use the keyword, the syntax over here like drop column. Just you are going to give drop alone. So it is dropped. So you can able to see my columns like address 5, address 6 over here, and address 8. These columns have been dropped here. So where we
Okay.
should not use this column here. We should use only the drop command over here. So alter table name, drop, and this columns, whatever columns you want, you mentioning here. So you can also mention like it is a number column also, you can give address column also, you can give according to your requirement. So whenever it is only a single, you are going to drop only one particular column, you go with the syntax alter table name, drop column name. When you're dropping multiple columns, just use only the drop command alone. Okay. I think here in syntax also we'll having, yeah, in syntax also we are having this only. So this is all about the under alter. We made changes like we added the columns, we modify the columns, we rename the columns, and we drop the columns over here. So we are having another DDL comment like it is the drop over here. So that means this is used to drop the table permanently in the database over here. So where you are dropping your particular table. Okay. So you're having a syntax like drop table name over here. Okay. So you can observe this here. So already we have created this XX underscore student table over here. Okay. So here you are using the comment like drop table name. So after this, it is a semicolon over here. So control enter. So you will be receiving the message like table student particular the table table name has been dropped over here. Okay, if you are going to check, if you are going to write this particular, if you are going to find whether I'm having, you drop the table. First thing you drop your table. Okay, so now we are going to check whether you are having the particular table in your records in the database or not. So what happens here? It will be giving you the message like table or view does not exist. That means your you have been dropped this particular table. You have been dropped this particular table first thing. It is used to drop the table permanently in the database when we are using this drop. Okay, so when dropping, what happens? Here you can able to see the schemas over here. So we are using it under the EBS user over here. So these are the schemas. So these are the database what we created, what the user has been created over here. Okay, so here you can able to see the views as I told the database objects here. So under this recycle bin, so we are having your one folder like a recycle bin over here. Okay, so in this you can able to see what all the database objects has been dropped. You can able to find those in this recycle bin first thing. Okay, if I dropped my table in my database, I don't have anywhere this table. Okay, I want back this table. Is it possible for us? I dropped I
No.
dropped this table. It is like you're deleting the
Flashback.
yeah. It is like you deleting your database object like table. You created one table, you dropped. So what happens here? It has been there in your recycle bin over there. Okay. If you use this drop command only, it will be saved in your recycle bin. Okay. So now it's there in your recycle bin. So as you told, we are going to use the flashback comment over here. So that is also one of the DDL comment over here, which is used to recollect the drop database objects from the recycle bin. So very important comment here. So how to use this flashback here? So we are having a syntax like it is the flashback table. So what is the table name? So what you're going to mention the table name over here. So table name, you're going to give the table name. To before drop. To before drop, you're going to enter. You're going to enter this. Okay, so control enter. So you can able to see flashback succeeded. That means you dropped the table by mistakenly. It has been saved in your recycle bin, but I want the same table back into my database object. So we are using this command like flashback table name before drop. So now we are going to select star from the table name. So what happens here? You will get the you are getting all the records over here. So select star from the student details over here. So why we are not getting any records now?
We didn't insert the values.
We did not add the values. Exactly, we didn't add any values over. You will be having a doubt. So we created the table. So you'll be seeing vertically only. Vertically, it is showing you one by one all the columns name. You would have thought that is a record. So now we are checking the table. What happens here? It shows no record because we didn't enter any records over there. Right. So where you drop the table, you are bringing back your table over here. So where we are using this flashback command. Okay. So another method, same another concept here. So now we have the table over here. Okay, so now again I'm dropping my table. My table has been dropped. If I'm going to check the table, I cannot able to find the table over here. Okay, it is a view or a table does not exist. Okay, so I don't want the table. It has been dropped. And it has been saved in my recycle bin, but I want to remove that same database objects also from the recycle bin. I don't want to show that database objects anymore in my recycle bin. So we are removing, I want to remove permanently. So we are having one comment over here, like it is the purge over here. So this is the comment purge over here. So it is the purge table. And what is the table name? So you're going to mention like purge table name over there. Okay. So once you drop the table, not only this particular, in this example, we have created only table. So we are using table, any database objects. Okay. So once you're using this drop command, it has been saved in your recycle bin. I don't want to view anymore in my recycle bin, that database object. It should be deleted permanently. So we are using this purge command over here. So purge table name over here. So control enter. So what happens here? Table has been purged. That means if I'm going to use this purge, if you're going to use this purge command over here, it is used to remove a dropped database objects from the recycle bin permanently. So again, if I'm going to give the flashback commands, can I get the same table back into my database?
No.
No.
It is not possible. So if you're using this flashback also, what happens? It will give a message like only the objects in recycle bin can be flashback dropped. That means in our recycle bin, we don't have this particular database objects, this table we don't have. So permanently it got deleted. So using this, so these are the comments. So whenever it is
For
the,
how many days it will store, ma'am?
yes,
For how many days it will be stored in recycle?
how many days it will be stored in the recycle bin. So we'll be having some memory into it, right? So it depends upon the use, depends upon the admin. If it gets full means they will get, they will vanish all the data according to that.
Ma'am, can we purge it directly?
Yeah, we can purge directly also. So directly if you're going to purge means, for example, you created one table over there. So where you're dropping the table. So where you can use this drop table. Through using this drop table also, we can use this purge option over here. So directly we are using this purge command over there.
Madam, in flashback, only the last dropped table can be retrieved, or total how many tables you have dropped, those all will be get flashback.
Whatever table name you are mentioning, what was the last structure of the table? So before dropping this particular table, what does this table consisting the records? That time, what was the record it was having before dropping? That you can able to retrieve when you're using this flashback, recollect. So if you're mentioning only one table, one database means it will give you only one database object over here, not the entire table. Only one particular table over here, one particular database object here. So for example, if you want to use the already you created one table with the, if you want to directly use this purge command over there. So where we are using this drop table name, after the table name, you are going to use this purge command over here. So in that case, what happens? It will not be saved in your recycle bin also. It will be permanently deleted when we are using this particular syntax here. So using the purge option here. Any doubts in this? Dropping the table. So where we are using drop means it is used to drop the table over there. So where we are not using under alter. So you'll be getting confused if I used under alter. This drop where we are using under alter, it is drop only one particular column or multiple columns. When we are using this drop keyword separately, it is used to drop the database object here, right? So we are having the next command here, like it is a truncate over here. So what do you mean by this truncate here? So it is used to remove all the records from the table, first of all. Okay. So it cannot roll back. It works like a delete plus commit over here. So you can able to see here. It will working as a delete plus commit command over here. So automatically our implicit commit will fire here. Data will be removed permanently into the database, but not in the table itself. So if you're using the truncate command over here, so truncate. So many cases they will be asking you, what do you mean by truncate command? So what is the difference between truncate and delete over there? Okay, so you can able to just observe how this truncate command will work. So how to copy the table over here? Already I'm having the existing table. I'm having my EMP table. How to copy the same structure on the same records from my existing table here? How to create one table? Taking from my existing table or taking from my base table over here. So base table, this is my base table. Select star from EMP. This is my base table over here. Okay. So in this, I'm having 14 records. In the new table also, I want the same record, same set of records here. So how to create a table? Previously, I told how to create. How to create table from the existing table. Nobody having idea about it. So create table. I'm creating a table over here, emp_04 I'm creating. Okay. So as I've used some method over here, as select star from emp, if I'm going to use this, what happens automatically? Whatever records I'm having in my base table or my existing table, while creating, I can able to get all the table over all the records over here, right? So this is one method. Another method is where we are using the condition over here, like where 1 is equals to 1. That also it will give you the same records only. So where you're using like condition 1 is equals to 2 only, it will copy only the headings of the particular table. So select star from emp_04. This is my new table. So in this new table, you can able to find all the records, whatever I'm having in my emp table. Okay. So in this, I'm going to use the truncate command over here. So how to use the truncate? So truncate table name emp_04 over here. Okay. So control enter. So you can able to see table emp04 truncated. So now we are checking the table over here. So what happens in this? All the records got vanished. Only headings I can able to see only the column names over here. Okay. So when we're using this truncate command over here. So why we are telling like truncate as it is a delete plus commit over here, that means, so truncate is a DDL command, we all know, right? So whenever we are using the DDL command, data definition language, those comment over here. So if you are not, it is auto committed. It is automatically, it will saved into the database over there, right? So it is working, this truncate command is working like delete plus command. So whenever we are using this truncate also, you should remember, it will not delete only one particular record or two records or three records. Okay. If you want to delete one particular record, you are going to use it with a delete command over there. When we are using this truncate command, it will entirely delete all the records here. So you can able to see entirely 14 records got truncated here. Okay, 14 records are truncated. So why we are telling like we cannot roll back? So as I told, we are having one option like it's a rollback over here. So once we are not saving, you can use the rollback. What happens? Previous data we can get, previous operations will be cancelled. So when we are using a truncate command, we cannot use the rollback here. So rollback, it is the TCL command. So when coming to the TCL, you'll be getting one idea about the rollback, how it will work. Okay. So for a better understand, you just note down. So truncate, under truncate, we cannot roll back over here. Okay, so truncate is a DDL command. We cannot do the rollback here. So it is used to remove all the records from the table here. So when we are using this truncate command. Okay, so difference between the delete and the truncate is that when we are using the delete you can able to see delete, it is the DML command over here. So in this you can able to see this. Delete, it is the DML command. So delete, it is the DML command. Truncate, it is a DDL command. So these commands are auto committed. Whereas this delete, it is not auto committed. Okay, we should use commit. Commit keyword, we should use commit here whenever we're using this delete command over here. So next difference can be truncate is a DDL command and delete is a DML command. That is also a difference over here. Third difference is that under delete command, it is not implicit the command. Same thing only. So when we are using this save, the commit only, it will be saved into our database. If you are not going to save, it becomes the DDL command over here. That is auto committed. This is not auto committed. In our own words, we can mention. So we can roll back the data. So we can roll back the data when we are using this DML commands. So whenever we are using this DDL commands, we cannot roll back the data. Okay, that is the another difference over here. So major difference between the truncate and delete means whenever you're using this truncate command, it will delete all the records from the table. Whereas delete command, you can able to delete only one particular record, or I want to delete two records, three records that you can use. So any doubts in the truncate and delete over here? Anybody having any doubts? So truncate, if you're going to give not only table, any database object you are going to use truncate means it will delete entire records. It will not check. It will delete entire records and it will be saved into the table over here. If you're going to select the table also, you can able to see this. Select staff from the EMP_04. So what happens in this case? We are not getting any records here. So our table has been truncated. Right? Any doubts here? So up to this, these comments are the DDL comments over here. So you can go through the notes. If you feel anywhere not understandable, so you can just tell me. So we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay.
You'll share the video?
Yeah, I will share the video.